Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn your post notifications so you don't miss any of our new videos. And now let's get right into it. Sarah, deeply in love, is crushed when her fiancé breaks up with her. Delve into heartbreak, vulnerability, and resilience. How does she heal and find hope again after losing the love of her life? Sarah sat staring at her phone in disbelief, rereading the text from Mark over and over again. "I'm sorry. I can't marry you. It's over." Hot tears splashed down her cheeks as the words sunk in. The man she had planned to spend her life with, the one she loved with all her heart, was gone. The weeks that followed were some of the darkest of Sarah's life. She called in sick to work, barely leaving her bed as grief washed over her in waves. How could he do this to her after all they had been through together? Her friends tried to check on her, but she didn't want their pity or advice. All she felt was emptiness and pain. One morning, as the gray light of dawn crept through the curtains, Sarah knew she had to start living again. Wallowing in sorrow wasn't going to change anything or make the ache in her chest subside. She dragged herself into the shower, letting the hot water wash away some of the hurt. As she got dressed that day, she noticed the first rays of sunshine breaking through the clouds. Maybe, just maybe, there would be better days ahead. That small ray of sunshine gave Sarah the motivation to venture outside for the first time in weeks. She put on her coat and walked slowly through the park near her home. The fall leaves were starting to turn vibrant shades of red and orange, a stark contrast to how dull everything had seemed. As she walked the familiar path, Sarah spotted a mother duck leading her ducklings to the pond. Even in the midst of their own challenges, life found a way to keep going. This gave her an idea. She needed to reconnect with friends and family who cared about her. That evening, she called her best friend Julia and asked if they could get coffee the next day. Julia gave Sarah a big hug when they met, letting her know she had support. Over the next few weeks, Sarah leaned on Julia and her other close friends. They distracted her with movies, meals out, and long walks to keep her mind occupied. The pain didn't disappear overnight, but being around people who loved her reminded Sarah that she was worthy of happiness, with or without a romantic partner. One Saturday, Sarah decided to try going back to some of her hobbies, like pottery class. As she focused on centering the clay on the wheel, her thoughts slowed down for a bit. Making something with her hands felt good. Bit by bit, with the help of friends and focusing on self-care, Sarah found that the hole in her heart was gradually starting to heal. Over the next few months, Sarah threw herself into her work and hobbies with renewed focus. She was promoted at the marketing firm, which gave her confidence in her abilities beyond just being someone's partner. Her pottery pieces improved greatly under the guidance of her teacher. On the nights she felt loneliest, a walk with her loyal rescue dog Finn always cheered her up. By the spring, Sarah's friends could see a light returning to her eyes. The pain was still there at times, but it no longer consumed her. Julia convinced her to join a co-ed recreational soccer team, hoping being active and meeting new people could lift her spirits further. Though nervous, Sarah agreed to give it a try. Her first game was a blast. Sarah found she still loved the camaraderie of team sports and the rush of competition. One of her teammates, Tom, always made her laugh with his silly jokes on the sidelines. Over post-game drinks, they found they shared a love of art and travel. A spark ignited that had been dormant in Sarah for a long time. Was she ready to open her heart again so soon? The fear of further hurt held Sarah back at first. But Tom's kind, patient nature put her at ease. Their friendship gradually blossomed into something more. For the first time since the breakup, Sarah felt truly happy and believed that with time and healing, she could love and trust another man. Her resilience had won out after all. That summer, Sarah and Tom's new relationship bloomed. Their dates were filled with laughter as they explored new parts of the city together. Tom was so patient and understanding, never pushing Sarah further than she was ready to go. 2 more blissful years passed for Sarah and Tom. Their love only deepened as they supported each other through life's ups and downs. One weekend getaway, Tom took Sarah hiking in the redwood forests she loved. At the top of a scenic overlook, he got down on one knee and pulled out a ring, pouring his heart out about how she had healed his as well as her own. With tears in her eyes, Sarah joyfully accepted. Planning their wedding was a delight. Sarah wanted to honor how far she'd come since her last heartbreak, so her dress was custom made with intricate embroidery of flowers and vines. All their friends celebrated Sarah's resilience at the reception. In her speech, she thanked Tom for his unwavering patience and compassion, which allowed her to love fully again. On their wedding day, as Sarah walked down the aisle on her father's arm, she swelled with gratitude. Her past pain had shaped her, but no longer defined her. Exchanging vows, she and Tom promised to lift each other to new heights of happiness every day. Their first dance was filled with blissful smiles, remembering the darker times, now left far behind in the past. In the years since, Sarah and Tom have created a warm home and family of their own. Those scars remain. Her resilience story continues to inspire friends in their own low moments. Most of all, she's grateful for the healing power of unconditional love, and that even our deepest night can breach to brightest day. On their first wedding anniversary, Tom surprised her with tickets to a pottery workshop weekend getaway. Away from the distractions of everyday life, Sarah opened up to Tom about the pain of her past heartbreak for the first time. Over a bottle of wine by the fire, she told him everything, her love and betrayal, the long months of grief. But she also spoke of her journey to heal and how far she'd come thanks to good friends and rediscovering her passions. Tom listened without judgment, gently wiping a tear from her cheek. The next morning, a weight seemed lifted from Sarah's shoulders. Tom accepted all of her, light and dark. In the sunlight of a new day, lying in his arms, she realized this is what real, unconditional love felt like. Not the fragile infatuation of her past, but something deeper. That autumn, as the trees burst into vibrant shades of red once more, Sarah and Tom moved in together. Her friends were so happy to see the glow in her eyes. So different from a year ago. Those scars remained. Her heart had mended. With Tom's love and support, and her own hard-fought resilience, Sarah was truly happy again. Her story proved that after darkness comes dawn, and life's sweetness is always worth the wait. I hope you enjoyed following Sarah's journey from heartbreak to healing to new love.